Hey guys, Sean Gaming here with a Skyrim build. This is going to be a true Dovahkin build kind of thing with shouts and all that. Involves a little glitch, but well, it's worth it in my opinion. Now you want to just make your character, can be whatever you want, but it has to be a Nord. Just for like the roleplay aspects if you're actually interested in that. If you're not, make it whatever you want.
You picked a bad time to come home to.
So, there are 3 different ways to play this build. This is the first way. This is the trailer dragonborn, the original, the one that Bethesda showed us first. So for this build you're going to need a steel sword, as what he uses in the trailer. You're going to need a banded iron shield, which again is the shield he uses in the trailer. So you're also going to need iron boots, as those are the boots that are worn in the trailer. You're going to need an iron helmet, classic Dovahkin iron helmet, the one that everyone thought was going to be actually important, but it's just regular old iron helmet. And then you're going to want scaled or armor like this. I think it's, yeah, armor like that. There's a second option, is like the blades dragonborn, and for this you're going to need blades armor, obviously. The blades armor you can get while playing the main story. You get this when you do the quest with Delphine and Esbern to go to Skyrim Temple. You're going to need the blades boots, you can get that in the same place. I think all the blades gear you can get in the Skyrim Temple. And blades helmet. This is again found in the Skyrim Temple. You're going to want the blades shield, which looks really cool. And then finally you're going to want Dragonbane, the sword, the best sword against dragons, basically. The third and final way to play this build is the ancient Nordic hero, which is kind of self-explanatory. For this build you're going to need the Nord hero sword / an ancient Nord sword, because the Nord hero swords are kind of rare, hard to get. But you're going to need the ancient Nord helmet. Don't worry, I'm going to show you a guide on how to get this and the ancient Nord gear. So you're on the ancient Nord helmet, the ancient Nord boots, the ancient Nord armor, and finally the shield of Ysgramor, because I think when he was an ancient Nord hero it goes well, especially as he's wearing this armor when you meet him in Southern Gold. So to get the banded iron shield, etc, the scaled armor, or whatever it was called, just come to Alvor here in Riverwood. He sells a lot of stuff. If he doesn't, you can wait 24 hours to, look, there's the banded iron shield, you can wait 48 hours to reset his stock. Iron helmet. Scaled. Yeah, you want the scaled or the studded. Scaled or the studded armor, because the studded armor is basically the same as the scaled armor, just a little bit weaker. So yep. Also, he has these ingredients here, which you can steal, and you can use them to craft your own gear. It's mainly just for the first build, the easier one, because obviously you can't really make other things, but you're going to need some leather, which you can get from the bear you kill in the opening sequence, and then you can make stuff. Obviously you need quantum ingot for the banded iron shield, but you can buy it off of them. You get the iron boots, the iron helmet. The studded armor you're going to need a little bit more leather for. It's not that hard to get. Now to get the Nord hero weapons that I was talking about in the start of the video for the ancient Nord build, you're going to need to complete the Companion's questline. And then once you've completed the Companion's questline, which is not done as one of this character I just created, you come to the Skyforge. There'll be a section here, I believe it's labeled Drog. It's not Dragon Stage, but it'll be Drog section, where you take an ancient Nordic weapon that you get from Droga, and you turn it into a Nord hero weapon. So yeah, you gotta complete the Companion's quest first though. Along with this, if you want to get the ancient Nord hero armor, or just the ancient Nord armor, you're gonna need to come to this ruin here, Kinstag Ruin. And you'll need to come here between 8 and 4, so 8 PM and 4 AM. You'll see why in a minute. So, once this loads... there we go. You'll see here, we're at Kinstag Ruins, but nothing is happening. And that's because the time is 5:05. So we needed to be here between 8 and 4. So if we just wait a decent amount away from the ruins so the event can actually happen, if we wait say 18 hours, now we can go over, check Kinstag Ruins, and now it seems, oh there we go, the ghost has appeared. And now this ghost, he'd lead you somewhere if you just kept on following him, but we want to kill him, because he has the armor we want. If we attack this ghost, he runs quite fast, so he's hard to hit. But if you catch up to him and start hitting him, you can end up killing him. And as you can see, his helmet looked like that ancient Nord armor we were looking at earlier. And there we go. So if you look in his ash pile, ancient Nord sword and ancient Nord armor. So make sure you take this, and as I said earlier, you can use the ancient Nord sword instead of using the Nord hero sword, because the Nord hero sword is quite hard to get. Alternatively, you could go and get the Blades armor from Skyhaven Temple, but remember, you can only get this after done a certain amount of the main quest, and then you have to go there with Delphine and Esbern. It's around here on the map, but remember, do not go there until you are actually ready to go there in the main quest, because otherwise you'll just not be able to get in. Now, once you've got the armor that you want, you're going to want to take the carriage at Whiterun Stables.
Where do you want to go?
Over to Solitude.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
This is because we need to get ourselves some amulets of Talos. We need, depending on how you want to play, 4 or 5. If you want to play as not OP, but still like a dragonborn, I'd recommend you get 4. But if you want to just play as like an OP, infinite shouts kind of guy, then you should get 5. But anyway, so we'll get over to Solitude, and there's a few places we can get our amulets of Talos in Solitude. First of all, some of the guards might have amulets of Talos on them, but it's quite rare, so usually I don't try and look. Especially as it's Solitude. If they had an amulet of Talos, they'd probably be killed, because I know they like Nords and all, they like Talos, but they still shouldn't be worshipping Talos because of the Valmor and all that. But if you come into Solitude as anyone who's ever been to Solitude will know, there's a live execution. At this execution, you're going to see Rogvir here die by the headsman's axe.
Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
He has a little ramble about the custom, and then everyone's like, boo. And also, I'd like to take this time to mention that your character, the true dragonborn, would be a Stormcloak, because he's a true Nord. He believes in their rights and things like that. So yes, he'd be a true Stormcloak Nord. But as you can see here now, he's a dead body. So they won't arrest you for going up here. I can just manage, you know, I'll just go up the stairs. But yeah, they won't arrest you for going up there now. If you just go there, pick up his Amulet of Talos. There you go. Now you have an Amulet of Talos. One extra. Now to get more, you need to go into the Radiant Raiment.
Some gate guard you were.
Now, there's a low chance of it happening. The Radiant Raiment can sell Amulets of Talos. You go up to her.
Oh, what
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Apple. Okay, so this time she hasn't, because the only thing she was selling was this Amulet of Arcade. That's what we want. So, a way to get around the stock is save. So around you kill her. You kill her however you want. So you kill her, because then, don't know why, but it resets the stock. So if you do this until you get 3 or 4 or 5 Amulets of Talos. Now, if you're like me and get easily fed up of this kind of things, then there's another place you can get an Amulet of Talos. Obviously, you can look up on the Wikipedia page, there's a few more places. But once you've got 3 or 4, depending on what type of playthrough you want to do, there's one more place you can get an Amulet of Talos. So I'll show you that now. As a quick note, if you picked up the Amulet of Talos from Rogvir in his execution, you'll need to do a little side quest, otherwise it will be labelled as a quest item.
I don't want to talk.
So here, if you come here and talk to Sparry,
I shouldn't be.
and
Maybe
get a
I
little
don't
quest
talk.
from
They
her,
Dragon?
I think
Really?
I used the wrong speech.
Wow, I
But
knew
yeah,
it.
if you
I knew they were
talk
real.
to her enough,
I have to remember to tell Papa. I don't have
she'll
any
give you a
thanks.
quest
Thanks.
here.
I wish you would.
Just
At
a little
least that way
side
she'd have
quest.
people- You would do that?
And it's just telling her to
Great.
talk to her
You should go
mum
do it right
about
now.
Rogvir's execution that literally just happened. And if you do that, she's usually around here,
Need something? Are you here to talk about my
and then you'll
brother?
be like,
Do you think his execution was justified?
hi, Sari asked me to talk to you.
She did she? She's gonna... Well, I wish it... Maybe it is. My
And
brother
you ask her to
Rogvir
go
wore
back
a
to the
symbol
temple.
of... I can't go near his body.
Then you
Why
say
did you...
that you've got
Never
her
mind. It's a
amulet,
sign. I'll return to temple. Here's something for your help.
and she doesn't give you anything, but
I
she
should
doesn't
make
take
sure
the amulet
Sparry's
either, and
okay.
it's no longer a quest item. the quest is actually never completed, but it's not labelled as a
I'm
quest
not
item
looking for
anymore.
conversation.
So now, yeah, look, it just to show you, it's just not labelled as a quest. You can't do anything to complete it, but you now have the amulet. It's yours. Look, you can chuck it on the floor. It's not labelled as a quest item. Better pick them up now. But anyway, now if you need one more amulet of Talos, you need to come down to the Fort Dawnguard. If you come here, then you can do stuff. Now if you come to Fort Dawnguard, you can like get your amulet of Talos. So you're gonna want to make yourself to the top. You're gonna want to get yourself to the top of Fort Dawnguard, and up here there'll be a bunch of little stuff like some ale, a skill book for one-handed. But the most important thing is on here, the Talos Mistake and an amulet of Talos. So now, once you've got this, there's some crossbows and all that, and Dawnguard Boraxes on the floor. There's some steel bolts there, which are quite useful because steel bolts are quite rare. But anyway, so now once you've got your amulet of Talos, that's it. You've got enough amulets of Talos. You just want to make your way to Falkreath. So we want to make our way to Falkreath here, and it's here on the map. And if you haven't discovered the location yet, you just want to take the carriage outside of Whiterun to get there. So this guard will come and talk to you. Did you see a dog out there? Just dismiss him completely.
I used to be an adventurer.
Oh my god, no. And then you just walk down here. Please note that if you don't have a follower, you're going to need a follower. That's why I'm travelling to Whiterun now, because I need to collect a follower. Easiest follower to get is after being broken here. So just come up to her, give her a chat, ask her to brawl, have a fist fight with her. And once you're done with that, just follow where I went. Go into the Falkreath jail. There's Sinding over there, but he's not important. And you've got Ufgood with you. You have to first quick save, just in case. You've got pickpocket the Falkreath jail key off of this guard. There we go. And then go into the jail. Give Ufgood the key, because she needs that. And get her to go into the cell. Once she's in there, she'll stay in there. And you just give her, you've got to give her your amulets of Talos that you just collected. Apart from one, you've got to equip one of them. Yep. And then close the door. Just go attack this guy. He's calling Ufgood a crazy woman. He's calling my fists a weapon. But yeah. He's calling Ufgood crazy because she's standing there. But anyway. Just gotta like attack him. So equip your sword or something. Give him a little stab. Then you sheath him and ask him to take you to jail. He takes you to jail. And look at this, Ufgood's in there with you. So you've got to talk to Ufgood, or drop your ragged robes and boots. And you talk to Ufgood and ask her to trade with you. You have to take the key and an amulet of Talos. Oh, you have to take the key. Don't forget, like I did. But yeah, you gotta take the key. You get out. Give Ufgood the key back. Then go into the barracks. You'll get 100 bounty for this. Gives you a little quest to retrieve your possessions. You don't need to do this though. What you need to do, you need to go talk to this guy, give him a little punch, sheath, then ask him to go to jail. Then you're back in jail. You again take the key and an amulet of Talos. And you do basically the same thing again. And then just repeat this one more time. And then you have all your... and you repeat this until you've got all your amulets of Talos equipped. So see you when I've got all mine equipped. So now that I've got all my amulets of Talos done, she doesn't have any more left in her inventory. I just want to make her follow me, then serve my time in jail. Once I've served my time in jail, I'll go out, free of a bounty anymore. But the better thing is, now I'll have all 4 of these amulets of Talos equipped. I know it doesn't show you, so I could just be making up a bunch of rubbish. But I promise you, all 4 of these amulets of Talos will be equipped. So now you've got your armor, your roleplay is sorted. You just roleplay as an ancient Nordic hero reborn to kill Alduin. You roleplay as the true dragonborn, born to kill Alduin. Or you roleplay as the hero of the blades. But either way, now you have 80% reduction on shouts, and a nice roleplay setup. So go out there, have some fun. And this has been Sean from Gaming. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.